Hello everyone, welcome to my May monthly plan with me. I'm going to be doing my May Hobonichi weeks, and I'm going to be using the May stickers from Designing Leaflet, so the May collection. So I did get the full collection of kit from Designing Leaflet. There will be a discount code and stuff in the description. And yeah, so let's see how we get on. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Suzanne. I'm from North Wales in the United Kingdom, and I love all things stationery. Anything to do with paper, pens, planning, journaling, you name it. I like gadgets, stationery gadgets, that is. I'm not very technical. And yeah, that's basically me in a nutshell. I'm a stay-at-home mummy to two autistic boys. I do have an older boy who is 24. Yes, he's my stepson. And yes, that's me. I post 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays when possible, and I might throw some shorts in between as well. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got. So I've got my new clip on. So if you watched my recent haul video, which went out on Wednesday, you will see that I've got this new Kohare campus clip. So it goes like that, snaps like that, so you can store it, and it holds your pages down like such. And I think it's brilliant. So I'm having to talk a little bit quieter because I'm shooting this at, I think it's about 8 o'clock at night at the minute. Ian's just gone to football, the boys haven't long gone to bed. And yeah, so let's quickly show you the May collection from Designing Leaflet. So lovely light peachy colours, some honey colours in there, so mild honey colours, like mild yellows, lovely greens. The bumblebees are just perfection in this. I mean, have you seen this? Look, this bumblebee here. I mean, that has got to go on this page. She just, oh, and the dolls just look like such happy souls. And I just love it. I try to keep all of my shop collections together. So I have a sticker book for different shops. I find that an easier way to keep and store my stickers, because I kind of remember where I've got them from. If you watch some of my videos, you're like, hang on a minute, Suzanne, you don't remember everything. No, I don't. And that's the problem when you reach 47 and you've had 2 children. But yeah, this is a gorgeous collection, and you can check out Designing Leaflet, Yvonne's page. So she's got her own website and she's got an Etsy shop as well. Okay, right, let's have a looky. What have I done previously that I have liked? Yeah, so I've put the edging to frame one side. Now, what have we got to play with in terms of where does the week start, the month start? So we've got nothing spare at the bottom in May, but we do have a little bit up here at the top, so we can decorate that full run through. So yes, it's been a nice day actually, really sunny. The boys have had a good day. They slept all night last night. I didn't because I've got problems with my sinuses at the minute. I might have to go to the doctors with it. I don't know what I'm doing here. yeah, I'm struggling a bit with my sinus issues. I have been signed off from the hospital now with my sinus issues. Excuse me. But they have sent a letter to my doctors to say that if I do have any more problems, that I can go. I'm just not going to have to move that clip while I do. While I do the top of the page. Yeah, so they sent a letter to say that I can have some stronger steroids, you know, like a nasal spray steroid, because I take one every day, but I might need a stronger one when allergy season hits, which it already has. Now, the last time I did a monthly, I had a lovely lady say, why don't you just Tipp-Ex out the Black May? So I'm going to do it. Where is my Tipp-Ex? Oh, it's in my pouch. So, yeah. I don't know why I didn't even think about it before. I was like, pooh. I was going on about covering it with stickers when I... Oh, I got sticky stuff stuck on... Oh, it's because it's next to me Tombow tape thing. So I'll just get that off. It'll annoy me, being all sticky. Yeah, so we're going to cover that. Should have covered. Tell you what, if on stickers are dead good, you can just lift them up anyway. Making a dog's ear of it, I am. There we go. Just make sure I get all the black covered. Just want to cover that bit. There we go. Done. There we are. I don't know why I didn't think of that last time. Okay, right. Here we go. So, we've got quite a quiet month in May, I think. So we're just waiting to find out the information for whether Zachary will be getting a place in his current school that he's in, because he's in a special school. We have had confirmation that he's got into our local school, so, but he won't actually be going there to mainstream. Well, we're hoping anyway. We're hoping that I love these corner pieces. We are hoping that he is going to get into a more specialised school like Maddock. Now, I'm not too concerned whether it's the same school he's at now or whether he gets into the same school that Maddock's currently at. Maddock won't be going there after September. Both my boys are September born. So they're the oldest. They're the oldest in the year because they're born the 1st and 2nd of September. I mean, couldn't have planned that, could you? Well, we didn't plan that. Exactly, was a shock. Obviously, Maddock was a bit more planned because he was IVF. Yeah, so okay, let's have a looky here. I need to decorate this side here. That's moved a bit. Me fiddling about. Now, I do normally cover, pretty sure I do. I do indeed. Now, which ones do I use? I think I use these little ones here. I'm going to have to move that again, aren't I? There we go. Yes, so we're hoping to find out soon. It's always a worrying time. Excuse me. My nasal problems caused me a cough. I got a nasal drip. Unfortunately, means I can't, when it's thingy season, I really struggle to lie down flat on a pillow. So not only do I have type 1 diabetes, I have this as well. And to be honest, I mean, I probably always have a bit of issues with my sinus, but nothing major until I had Zachary. Yeah, go figure. Absolutely, practically nothing until I had Zachary. I'll just take a sip of my drink. Yeah, so it's one of them, isn't it? I think your body just, it probably took it out of me having Zachary, to be honest, because I was 42 years old when I found out I was pregnant with Zachary. It was a shock because Maddock was IVF. We tried for 6 years. I had, let me think, 3, 4 miscarriages. I've got polycystic ovary syndrome, which was only discovered through clinics and stuff. You know, when they were trying to find out why I couldn't carry at the time. Yeah, so, and then I kept getting told to, lose weight. If you lose a bit of weight, you'll be all right. And unfortunately, it's one of them. So if you don't lose weight, you cannot get the treatment anyway on the NHS. So you have to be below a certain BMI. I was struggling to get to that acceptable BMI because I had polycystic ovary syndrome, and polycystic ovary syndrome is linked to insulin, hormone levels, makes you put weight on, lots and lots of symptoms, and I was really, really struggling. I was reading up on everything. I finally discovered that I could potentially, because of my type 1 diabetes as well, I went to my local GP and I asked if I could go on metformin. Now, metformin is something that is given to type 2 diabetics to help with insulin resistance, and it helps the cells accept insulin in. And I started taking it, and the weight just, everything changed. I lost 16 kilogram in weight, which took me into the correct BMI zone. And then we then got sent in for IVF. This was, so the November they told me that, sorry, it wasn't the November, it was like the January or February, they told us that we were now on the list. We would go to all these different appointments. We would all get more tests again, more scans. They would run tests on me, tests on Ian. But obviously Ian had previously had another child with somebody else, so they didn't think that there was any issues with Ian. And of course I had polycystic ovaries, type one diabetic and things like that. So, yeah, so what happened next was a bit of a shock. So we got the go-ahead. We were given the funding. We were told that we were going to go into a cycle for IVF in the June, I think it was, of 2017. And then I got pregnant. And I, once again, unfortunately, I had a miscarriage. I will put a trigger warning on this, by the way. Yeah, I had a miscarriage a few weeks later, after I told the IVF clinic that I was pregnant. And I have to say they were fantastic. And when I actually told them that I then had to contact them and tell them I'd had another miscarriage. And they were very, very wonderful. And we were put back onto the next cycle, which was in the November. Yeah, October, November of 2017. We did the whole injections, and well, I did the whole injection thing. We were having to travel an hour away as well to the hospital for the treatment. And we were extremely lucky. Extremely lucky. They got loads of eggs from me on the first go. And we had quite a few embryos created. And yes, they implanted 2. And unfortunately, we did lose 1. But we didn't lose it, Maddox twin, until I think it was 9 weeks. So yeah. And then Maddox was born the following September. So we count ourselves extremely lucky. And then, yeah, and life went on. We moved house because during COVID, we didn't want to, we did not want to live in a flat, because we lived in a flat at the time. It was a 3-bedroom flat. It was a lovely flat. I had been there for years before I met Ian as well. And it was, I don't know whether to put this May on or put the, sorry, I'm babbling on about IVF and my life. And anyway. I'm forgetting I'm supposed to be doing the planning. Yeah, so we were very lucky. We decided that during COVID that living in a flat, especially with a 1.5-year-old at the time, was really, really difficult. Really difficult. So we put in for a transfer, and we were offered the house that we're currently in. They actually offered us 2 houses at the time. They offered us a house which was literally 2 doors away from the flat that we were living in. And even at the time, I was like, oh, that would be an easier option, especially with having Maddox. But they offered us, they said you can either have this one or you can have the one where we currently live. And it was a no-brainer, because the village we currently live in even though it's still very near to my mum and dad, like I was before, it was even nearer. So it was even nearer to my mum and dad, my parents, and it was in a gorgeous little village up in the hills, and a very quiet, beautiful village. And again, we counted ourselves very, very lucky that we got the opportunity to have a house here. And we haven't looked back, because we love where we live. The only problem we do have is that 6 months later, we got pregnant with Zachary, and that was a shock. I didn't think I could do it naturally, but hey ho, there we go. I was 42 years old, and I was, yeah, it was very lovely, but it was very scary. It was very, very scary to think that I was going to carry a child at 42. I mean, having one at 39 was scary enough, but then having one at 42 was even scarier. But I did it. I did it. I was very, very... I actually was very, very scared, because I thought that the risk was there again, that I might not be able to carry, and that I needed... So when you have IVF, they boost your whole system. They boost your hormones, they boost the lining of your womb and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I needed some sort of boost. And I had read up that you should have, I can't remember what it's called now, but it's to thicken the lining of your womb, and it's something that they give you if you, they actually give it you in other countries openly. So Italy, Spain, France, they give you these special hormone boosting things to boost the lining of your womb to carry the child up until a certain point. Well, do you think I could get anyone to help me? I was ringing everywhere. I was ringing my local GP. I was ringing everyone. My diabetic clinic. I was like, please, can you put me in touch with somebody in the hospital? But they couldn't put me in touch with someone in the hospital, because they said, because I hadn't started to miscarry, they couldn't do anything for me. But I was in such a panic. And of course, I had Maddock to look after as well. And Maddock had his special needs and things as well. So yeah, it was a really worrying time, actually. But what I finally did was I contacted the IVF clinic where I had the treatment for Maddock, and I asked them, could they help me to get a prescription for the hormone boosting the pessaries, I think they were. Yeah, and thankfully they emailed my GP, and the GP was, he wasn't allowed to write a prescription for this very simple, cheap drug to help me without somebody, a specialist, telling him to. So he did that. The specialist did that within the hospital, and I got the prescription, and I carried, and it was only for 10 weeks, at the beginning of the pregnancy. It was up until 16 weeks, I think. And we had Zachary exactly to the day. I was due. I was actually taken into hospital, and I was told that they were going to deliver Zachary on the 1st of September. And I said, please, can you just wait? It's my son's birthday, my other son's birthday on the 1st, because I was going to have a C-section because of my diabetes and stuff, and I didn't want to deal with the whole. Oh, I did the whole induction thing with Maddock. It was like 5 days of hell, and then I just told him to get him out because I was so worried that he needed to be out and safe. Yeah, so that was that. We had Zachary during COVID restrictions, and we haven't looked back. I got my 2 boys, and yeah, but you do always think about, you know, the ones. It's yeah, it's one of them. But you always have them memories. So less of the talk about all that now. Okay, let's put some pretty florals in this top corner if I can, because I've got a little bit of space there. I don't know whether that might be a little bit too big for there, but I think it'll be alright because I'm just going to snip it. Yeah, so I was called a geriatric mother so many times because I was over 35, I think it was. I think it was because I was over 35. I was a geriatric mother. Oh, well. I was actually made redundant from my job during the IVF process with Maddock. So it was a no-brainer for us. I'd worked for the company for 20 plus years. They were making my regional job, because I was a regional GM and clothing coach and manager. They were making my job a national job, where I would have to travel the length and breadth of the whole country. There's no way I could have done that. Not planning to have children, planning to go through IVF. We wanted to concentrate on IVF. We weren't sure what was involved. Well, we were sure what was involved, but you don't know until you go through it yourself how difficult it can be. So yeah, it affects people in different ways. So the hormones, sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong. It takes a toll on your system, and yeah, it's a magical process, but it can be tough. And anyone who's been through it, you are warriors, because it really is. I just love that butterfly. I love butterflies, but hey, tell you what, my peonies, I have to say my peony is looking absolutely awesome this year. But crikey, is it getting eaten. There are a lot of caterpillars on my peony. And obviously I'm not going to do anything about it. They've got to eat. That's what they eat. So, yeah. I need some of these little buzzy lines. See these little buzzy line stickers? How cute are those? This little bumblebee. Buzz, buzz, buzz. I don't like that one, actually. I think I want one that's a bit more, you know, swirly. This one's a bit swirly, isn't it? I'm just wondering if I could place this just like that. Then lift that sticker there. Oh, I love the Yvonne stickers just lift up with no bother. Especially on Tomo River paper. There we go. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. Oh, I don't think I can lift that one out of the way. I'll tell you what, I'll snip that off. Snip the end off. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, so it was a heck of a few years. But it happened, and we're very, very lucky, and we count ourselves very, very lucky every day. Okay, I'm happy with that. So what I've chosen this colour. Now, let me see if I can see the colour on this, guys. I think I need my glasses for this one. Okay, Poppy Red. And this is a Uniball one, I think. And yeah, so Poppy Red, I think it's a 0.38. Yeah, 0.38. You can see that quite clearly there. So this is the one I'm going to use to put in little, sorry if I show you. So my little stencils, you know, for appointments and birthdays and things like that. So let's get my little stencils going. Okay, what have we got? Now, I've got loads of stencils now because I'm a bit obsessed with them. That's a Moomin one. That one's a good one. Did that have the birthday cake in it? Yeah, I did. Because I got a couple of birthdays in May. So I've got Laura. On the 2nd of May. And I've got, I'll just draw that in a little bit better. I've got Claire on the 14th. They're my chums. I can feel my nose getting worse now. It's always worse before you go to bed, isn't it? It's because you caught, is it cortisol levels? Is it cortisol? It's one of them. So I've got 2 birthdays. Have I got any other birthdays in May? No, I don't think so. Laura and Claire? Nope. So I've got no more birthdays. I have got paydays. Where do I put the paydays in? Oh, I'll tell you what we have got. We've got school holidays. We've got school holidays. Right, which colour am I going to use for that? Oof, let's have a gander, shall we? Oh, I think I like I think that's Orchid, that one. 620. I think it was called Orchid when I ordered it. I think so. I'm going to use this one. This is from Watch Becca Create. And now, school holidays. I think, where are we? Just get my, don't know if I've written them down any, well, I must have. Daft, Suzanne, of course you've written your school holidays down. I need to catch up in here. I've done nothing in my planners today. I went out with my mum earlier to... That's school holidays. The 25th of May is school holidays in the UK. So I'm going to do a line across there. I'll use this tip to colour it in. Oh, I think I matched that colour pretty well, didn't I? Great thing about Tombow is you can go over it and it goes darker. And Ian's off on holiday that week as well, because it's Wit Week for us in the UK. And it's the last holiday week of, it's the last half-term holiday before the schools finish in July. They don't finish till the end of July here. And there we go. School Ollie Bobbies. Okay. Okay, what else have I got going on? I don't think we've got anything else. I've got Laura and Claire's birthdays. I'm just checking my catch-all. So I've got my catch-all here, which is my cousin. Up to now, we've got no more appointments and stuff. I do go back and fill things in on the month. So we're currently in this week when I'm doing this. Okay. So I don't think I've got anything else to fill in there, but I tell you what I do have. I'm going to grab one of my new energel pens that I got from Art from the Heart. And I'm going to put Laura B-Day, Claire B-Day, and I love that these come out in the ink that's actually on the barrel. They're really, really nice. Oh, what's that there? I don't know what that is. I think it's part of a sticker. Yeah, it's a corner sticker that I cut off. School halls. I need to write that. So, school halls and Ian off. So, I'm going to put... Is that the one with the pin on it? No. That is not the one. I've got one and it's got like a pin on it. And it's a really good one. No, it's not that one either. That's the one. So I'm going to use that because that's Ian's last day in work there. Before he finishes for holidays. And then that is the boys' last day in school. And then I just colour it in with the pen. So how has your week been this week? This video will be going out on Friday, the 24th. Ian last day. Boys last day. Yeah, so the 24th, and then I am going to the Northern Pen Show in Chester on Saturday with Laura. We're going to do some stationery shopping. Never been to just a pen show. Been to Stationery Fest, not been to a pen show. So I'm quite excited to see what's there. It's in the Crown Plaza in Chester. So, and apparently it's quite a big show. So it's, yeah, can't wait to go to that. Dead excited. Right. What else do we have to put in? I don't think I have anything like a payday. Do I have like a payday one? I think I normally use... What did I use last month to mark paydays? Ah, cool. I'll tell you what I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the energel. Where is it? It's a paper clip. It's a paper clip. Must be on this one. Yeah, it's a paper clip. So just to mark paydays. It's got a pointier end on it, this one, so I don't feel like I'm struggling to get it into the grooves when it's a thin. That's a payday. Now, the 25th will be a bank holiday. Ah, hang on. That'll be a bank holiday, won't it? Haha. Cookies. Alright, hang on. I need the old Tipex again now, don't I? Just whack you out the way a second, flower. It's a bit bumpy under there, so... Okay, I might stick a flower over that. You never know. Yeah, so we've got 2 bank holidays in May. So that means that payday will go to there. That'll stay, that'll stay. That payday will go to there. Okay, and then Ian is probably going to get paid there. And then I just need to check. So I've got there and there. So I got there. And that will be payday because it's just a normal Tuesday. It's not a bank holiday. But I do want to put the bank holidays in as... So I'll put a little home sign, I think. Now, I'm alright with this colour on these ones. So I'll put a little home sign there to cover the crappy... let's put the lift in there. Getting a bit crap now, isn't it? That'll be alright. You'll be fine. And another one here. Another one. We get a lot of bank holidays early in the area. My brother lives in Canada. They seem to get one every month there. Like lots of different days. Whereas in the UK, we get quite a lot in the first part of the year. And then we just get the one. We just get the one, which second part of the year, which is August. And then the next lot's Christmas. So, bank holiday. And bank holiday. There we go. I don't think I've got anything else going on in May. I think that is pretty much everything. Obviously, it'll fill up, after, when we start getting things going and stuff. Maddox started his transition now with his new school, so trying to get him used to the different... I don't know, it's not just Maddox that's moving to the same school as him. Obviously, there's a few of the kids, so they're doing like a transition piece. Because it's a big thing, and it's certainly a big thing for an autistic child to change schools, because Maddox really loves school. So it's a big transition for him. So I hope I didn't talk your head off too much about my life. I think sometimes it's interesting though, isn't it? Because people's lives are just so different. Yeah, but that's me, and that's our journey that we were on. And this is my May monthly. These stickers are all from the lovely Yvonne over at Designer Leafter. There is a discount code, and you will get a freebie as well with every order when you use my discount code. And that's it for this week. So this will be going out on Friday the 24th. If you liked it, if you could give it a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. And have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again next week. Thank you very much. Goodbye now.